Big Bank is a bad motherfucker, bro. Big Bank is able to get the biggest stars that we've ever saw come on his podcast and break down and cry because I don't have my friends no more. I can't be who I am. This is what Thug is saying. This is what he said. I can't be who I am. I can't focus on my career. I can't focus on the shit that made me rich because I don't have my mans with me no more. Why don't you have your mans with you no more? Because my mans, they broke bogue on me, they ratted on me, blah, blah, blah. He was crying about not being able to be friends with Gunna. That's why you have 21 saying, bro, stop that shit. We just watch you cry.
Yeah.
Bust out in tears because since we do street, listen, let's keep it real. Once we in the crew and one of our crewmates break bad, that hurts us because that's our crewmate, right? But at the same time, once that violation happens, it's you for life.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the rental, Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.
The county on the tabletop level 4 yards up north, freaking top lock. You can't sell me shit, not a motherfucking thing. Now I'm spending 100,000 on the watch in the rain. Add another 100 on cop in the range. Call me on shoot strong, I'ma swerve in the rain. Mister, I'll break a brick down. I ain't turn flow, I set a bitch down. You can't stop me, nigga, cause I'm all about the dope. You can't keep no money, cause you all about a hoe.
What's going on? What's going on? You are tapping in with Reset with Meshack, man. I am Meshack, and we got another one today with Dawgface, and he goes into Gangsters Don't Cry, talking about 21 Savage tried to warn young Thug, and Thug ain't listen, and it backfired. Now, before we continue, let's give a special shout out to the platform that Dawgface is on, and that's the Forum magazine. I know you're gonna blow up because I like the way you handle your guests. You gave Dawgface a platform like some other people did too. And I just want to tell y'all, man, Dawgface is really becoming one of my favorite person to listen to break down the elements of hip hop, the different things going on in the black community. And it is what it is, man. This man definitely knows what he's talking about. So let's go ahead and check this interview out, and we'll be back with the commentary.
Turned up evilest in the city of Atlanta when he got some paper. He was evil before he got rich. Once he got rich, he became even more evil with his shit, right? If it is. You got this sitting on Big Bank. Big Bank is a bad motherfucker, bro. Big Bank is able to get the biggest stars that we've ever saw come on his podcast and break down and cry because I don't have my friends no more.
Thing, bro. And you already done betrayed a nigga before, bro. A piece of paper, nigga, you gonna let a piece of paper in all this shit? Nigga, we men, bro. We brothers, nigga. Ain't no nigga in the world making me go get Gunna. No nigga, bro. Nigga, what? Yeah, you been around me 10 years knowing you.
I can't be who I am. This is what Thug is saying. This is what he said. I can't be who I am. I can't focus on my career. I can't focus on the shit that made me rich because I don't have my mans with me no more. Why don't you have your mans with you no more? Because my mans, they broke bogue on me, they ratted on me, blah, blah, blah. He was crying about not being able to be friends with Gunna. That's why you have 21 saying, bro, stop that shit. We just watch you cry.
Yeah.
Bust out in tears because since we do street, listen, let's keep it real. Once we in the crew and one of our crewmates break bad, that hurts us because that's our crewmate, right? But at the same time, once that violation happens, it's you for life. We moving on. We ain't got time to sit back and cry over spilled milk. You bold, it hurts us. We should sad. They can sit up there and cry.
Yeah, but you can't say that though, man. Sometimes
I can't say what?
some people relationship is a little different.
I know who killed their own family members. I know killed their own brother when they suspected their brothers had turned back. I know who killed their own cousins. I know who killed their own best friend.
I'm jumping in the middle of this just to touch on a few things, and we'll go back to Dawgface. But it's crazy how your own kin will do you, right? Let alone the people that aren't blood related but call somebody a brother and he snakes them. Now, I know a real life story, and I'll leave names out of this. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know stories like this personally. But as God is my witness, this story hit me crazy, man. Two brothers, two blood brothers, grew up in the same household, man. One brother just got out of prison, did 5 years. The other brother got caught up in another case. Keep in mind, one brother just got out of prison after he did 5 years. That's the older brother. The little brother got caught up in a case where he robbed a KFC. That boy never stood on business since I knew him and we was little kids. And I used to look at these other so-called gangsters like, why y'all let him in the group? So long story short, cuz couldn't handle pressure. He gave up on his own big brother, right? He gave his own big brother up, gave information about a murder his big brother was involved with and a couple of other cats that I knew. I even knew the victim that they murdered, right? So, and in the end game, how many other dudes, right? Yak Gotti and so many others were the main ones snitching on Thug. But he ain't barely spoke about that until he got out. Nah, man, that whole shit was weak. And I really think a lot of y'all should take note of what Dawgface is saying. Basically, the niggas y'all worshiping cannot keep it 10 toes down. Thug was not supposed to show the world his emotions of what he felt about Gunna, and that's that.
Because if it's me or you enjoy the profits and you enjoy the success we having, but when law enforcement come along, you trying to break bad. I know right now in this city who have killed their own brothers, cousins, god brothers, and best friends when they discovered or even thought their best friends had turned bold, or their cousins or brothers had turned bold. Ain't no excuse for that kind of shit. I'm telling you, this shit on Big Bank and cried because he couldn't get back in his groove because he could no longer associate with his mans because his mans had turned rat. So you so emotional about your friendships with these that you can't do what made you a millionaire because you so distraught about this nigga being a rat? Hey, listen, think about it. Everybody was waiting on Thug to come home. Thug can't speak on whether or not Gunna is a rat or what Gunna is official or not because he locked up and still fighting his case. Now we now know that it was Thug telling Dirk and everybody else, don't f with dog a rat. Make a song diss nigga. You hear me? You did all that. You told people, you gave people their marching orders. 21, he a rat. Baby, he a rat. Dirk, he a rat. He told the biggest motherfuckers in the hip hop, in the entertainment game, that rat don't f with him. And then you come home and do your first big interview and you crying like a bitch ass about not being able to f with the nigga who you told everybody else not to f with. That's insanity. And it shows you how stupid these is. And it really exemplifies and it showcases that those are not supposed to be nobody's heroes.
If that is the case, if you are an artist, like it's little homies and little people that's not in street activity, but they from this area and from this block, they should still be protected. You get what I'm saying? Like they not out pressing.
Gunna was full blown YSL. The shit he was saying in rap records, right? So I know it's hard to understand that mumble shit he was doing, but he was popping it. He was popping that YSL shit full blood. He was, listen, I dare argue that Gunna is a better rapper than Thug ever has been and ever will be. When you look at just independent shit, right? Gunna came home, was able to pick up where he left off and make hit after hit after hit, right? So my point is this, it would have been, it tells you, so what we know now is that with the leaked jail phone calls, you had 21 Savage standing in as a young OG, trying to give out instructions, trying to give out clues, trying to give out game to Thug while he was incarcerated. Listen, bro, hold fast on that. I don't think you should play it like that because don't forget, 21 Savage is in the street the whole time. He's watching. He has his finger on the pulse of the hip hop community. He got his finger on the pulse of the ghetto. He got his finger on the pulse of what motherfuckers are willing and not willing to accept. So he was telling Thug, look, nigga, hold fast. Don't come out like that. Don't try to strike him down like that because the general public, right, there's been a switch.
They rocking with him.
They rocking with him and it's gonna make you look like the bad guy. You're not gonna win. So the campaign you on, you're not gonna be successful with it because the general public, the general consumers of hip hop don't give a fuck about for real, if a nigga a rat or not.
Sidebar, piggybacking off what Dawgface said, let's keep it a buck, man. Even before all the nuance of the YSL RICO indictments, Gunna always was a better rapper than Thug. Some of y'all can't admit it, and I'm not talking about post-jail Thug or latter year Thug when he was not really hitting the same with his last few projects. Man, Gunna was always that guy. He was the voice of YSL, in my opinion. But what say y'all in that comment section? A lot of great gems Dawgface dropped that I hope y'all picked up, man. The leaders of our generation in terms of cultural norms in the community and hip hop, these are the faces that are deemed to be the leaders, man. If y'all don't think we fucked up out here, I don't know what else is going on, because unfortunately, a lot of y'all don't know how to keep it in certain categories. The people that y'all worship in music, y'all don't know how to keep it there. See, when I'm listening to a lot of these clowns, I leave it music related. If I'm DJing, if I'm out in the club with my girl, with my boys, whatever, these fools will never be at the head of me, meaning my leader. But for a lot of y'all, this is who y'all worshiping. So I understood the undertones of where Dawgface was taking this interview. And it's really scary when you think about it. You're watching a 21 Savage coming out here saying F the streets after he damn near destroyed a lot of minds with his negative influence. But nonetheless, I digress. Still, he's pushing something positive, and other people, rappers like Boosie, Honeycomb, all of them, people that I actually like, are coming out and clowning 21 for that. You're watching Young Thug on the Big Bank podcast, whatever, crying his heart out about what Gunna did to him allegedly. But if this was a stumped down guy, right, that had the isms, that had the game, that was business savvy, business minded, you would never talk about what you and Gunna had going on, understanding you could have really take off with this shit. Because when it's all said and done, for those of you that think, nah, Thug was trying to be real and keep it real, well, how did that look not too long ago when the tapes came out and resurfaced of him basically snitching on every goddamn body? Not only that, how did it look when this man came out and wasn't strategic? A lot of the young folks call it aura, but I understood when I seen Thug came out, he wasn't the same person. That man wasn't building his mind. He was too worried about the other little issues going on with Atlanta. So nothing but respect to Dawgface and the platform he was on. Y'all don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the Forum magazine. He's doing great things over there. I don't even know him. I just subscribed myself, but y'all don't forget to subscribe. And I'm really thinking Dawgface is gonna be like a new version of a Charleston White, but without the gimmicks and the ignorance. I like Charleston White, but I'm telling you, his shit really don't hit me the way Dawgface does. Dawgface is really moving his stuff intellectually in a lane that I can fit with. So what say y'all about that? This was Reset with Meshack. I am Meshack, and I'm thanking all of y'all for tapping in. Don't forget the Spike Leaders joint. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Until we meet again, I'm gonna holla at y'all.